Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to the show. I'm Sean David, and as always, thanks for tuning in. One of the greatest things back in the 1980s and the 1990s were the great amount of great trash talkers. I'm talking about guys like, for example, Reggie Miller, Larry Bird, and of course the guy wearing the number 23, Michael Air Jordan. In this video, I want to focus on some of the craziest trash talk stories involving MJ. But before we start with this video, if you like this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and also click that damn notifications button so you always get notified once I upload a new video. Alright, that's it. Let's start the video. So I want to start off with a clip that I found recently, a clip of Allen Iverson talking about his former Philadelphia 76ers teammate Aaron McKie and also Jim Jackson. Check it out.
No, Mike probably talk more physical trash.
Right. Oh, he's threatened.
Like little stuff. Like I remember one time when he was 6 for 6 in a game, and Aaron McKie, my best friend on the team, was checking in the game. And I remember, you know, I used to put the powder on his hand.
Yeah.
We went to the sideline, dumped the powder on his hand, and Blue was getting ready to check in, and he was like, "Look, McKie, I don't think this is a good time for you to come in right now." And I got scared for him. You know what I mean? He wasn't even talking to me. I was like, "Oh shit!" Like, and he already 6 for 6, so it's getting ready to be one of those nights anyway. So he had his own slick way of talking without talking. I remember Jimmy Jackson. We was playing him in a preseason game, and we were in the game, man. We were in the game. I think it was my second year, and we were at North Carolina anyway, and he was just chilling, man. And Jimmy started talking trash to him. "You put your shorts on just like me, you tie your shoes." I said, "Oh Lord." And 50.
So in the next clip, we're going to take a look at OJ Mayo. If you remember that guy, he was supposed to be the next NBA superstar, but well, it went totally the other way. But when he was 17, he challenged Michael Jordan, and if you know MJ, that doesn't go well. Check it out.
You know, I'm playing in my camp against OJ Mayo. He was a top high school kid coming out. And I never met him first time. In front of my camp, he starts this thing about, "You can't guard me, you can't do this." You know, I got my campus here, so obviously I can't really go where I want to go because of my camp. So I stop the camp, send the kids to bed. We go back to playing. And he starts his whole thing, you know, that you can't guard me, you can't do this. So from this point on, it's a lesson. And from that point on, it was a lesson. He never won a game. I posted him up. I did everything. If I can ever show you that film, if you can ever ask him that, ask him about the thing that happened at my camp.
I got a few buckets, and I think the campers knew I was the only high school kid, and so they got rowdy a little bit, and we got a little bit of John, and so we played 2 games. I think we split 1-on-1. It was a team game, and then he said, "Okay, now let me handle my business." And he looked me in my face and said that. I'm like, "What you mean?" So he said, "I need all the campers, everybody to leave. Let's clear the gym." I said, "Oh man," So we continued playing pickup, and Mike was Mike.
So the next clip involves Steven Jackson, one of the most entertaining guys on NBA television at the moment. Also a great player, also a player that used to play for Michael Jordan. So he was in a different kind of situation. Let's check it out.
Yeah, I remember, back then when I was with the Charlotte Bobcats, me and Mike played. Mike decided to come and play pickup against us. Obviously, we were kind of sleeping on him because he was in his early 50s, but for some reason, he still felt he was the Mike of old.
Get the cameras rolling. Jordan off the steal.
Anyway, he really didn't go by anybody. He really wasn't dominant, but he was talking all the trash in the world. So you know me, I'm trash talker of the year in the Big 3. So obviously I did trash talk back to him. One thing I said was to MJ that I do remember was, "That was the past, this is now, and I will bust yo, you know what. Hey, yes, I will bust your which is a mistake, because if I didn't know anything about all Michael Jordan's accomplishments, I knew that day. Okay, he told me about all the championships, everything he's done, sport, points scored, and he reminded me that I was on his team. Okay, so at that point, I felt that trash talking was won by him. You're right, I'm on your team, you do pay my check. We destroyed his team in the scrimmage, but he won the trash talking. I think that's the first time in life I ever lost a trash talking match. I honestly went home that night and was hoping I didn't get a call during that night said MJ has released me. because I did say some things in my trash talking to defend myself. All in all, it was not a good career move because I got traded the year after that. So maybe he was still thinking about it when they traded me. I haven't spoken to Mike since I got traded. And I lost my shoe deal, so hey, maybe. I don't know. Maybe that was it.
So the next clips that we're going to look at are from NBA Open Court, one of my favorite shows of all time, involving Steve Smith, Kenny Smith, and Reggie Theus. Check it out.
Hey, you spent a lot of nights, you and Michael, in close quarters, and he was a good talker.
We did.
So what would you hear from Michael?
You know, everything. I mean, from Michael, one time I know he started counting backwards. You know, he said something like 38, and I didn't get it, Reggie. You know what I mean? And he started saying 36. I said, wait a minute. So he going backwards, and now if he get to 0, he got 40. But it was me and Michael had a lot of talks.
You know, Michael was interested because, you know, we played in college, and so I used to, like, sometimes before the game, before the night before, we, you know, go eat or go to his hotel room, and he was really mad at Reggie Theus because when he got traded, when Reggie got traded, Michael was the draft pick coming in, and Reggie was like, there's no guy who can replace me that's a rookie. So he said, just tell Reggie that I'm going to get 45 tonight. So I went to the locker room. I said, Reggie, Michael said he's going to get 45 tonight.
Theus on the dribble, off to the right, takes it in, and Jordan steals the ball. Here's Michael Jordan on the drive. In on Joe Klein, all the way to the hoop, scoop shot. A spectacular play by Michael Jordan.
So he ended up with 43. And so he comes into the locker room. He said, I didn't get 45, but you got to come to Chicago. Like, now that's supreme confidence. That's supreme confidence. He was mad that he didn't get 45.
Back in the 1990s, when the NBA was still dominated by big guys like Patrick Ewing, Alonzo Mourning, and Shaquille O'Neal, you had one guy who was known for his finger whack, Dikembe Mutombo. And he always used to brag about that Michael Jordan never dunked on him, until the day that he actually told Michael Jordan and he dunked on him.
Mike, come on, man. Big for real, you haven't got me yet.
Huh?
Mike,
don't even try it.
You want me to go call Scotty?
You have to call Scotty.
Boy.
What you gonna call Scotty for? I haven't got you recently. Yeah, I agree with that.
No, you haven't got me in the 6 years. Why don't you just go ahead and say it?
He ain't never dunked on you?
No.
Never?
He said, I'll get you one day.
No. He never dunked on you. He never put you on the highlight.
No. He said, I would love to give you my poster, but it's not happening.
It's not going to happen. You know he lying. It's never going to happen. Come on, man. All right, we're going to cancel your green.
Boy, go get Scotty.
Puts it off the glass. Nope, Luke tipped it out. Michael will get it pulled for the fresh shot clock. MJ. Oh, he did it! Hey, Michael shakes the finger, but he finally got his dunk on Mount Mutombo.
He never dunked on you. He never put you on the highlight.
No. He said, I would love to give you my poster, but it's not happening.
It's not going to happen. You know he lying.
In the next clip, we're going to take a look at one of my favorite players from the 1990s, Isaiah Ryder. To some people, a troublehead, a hothead. To others, one of the biggest what-ifs in the 1990s. Such a great talent, such a great player. But hey, it didn't work out. But still, he got a really interesting story to tell.
Yeah, tell us about when you and Garnett served Michael Jordan, though.
Okay, Barnix. Okay, I see him. Your man prepped
something
him.
happened.
Your man prepped him. Okay, so
that.
You and KG served Mike?
They didn't serve him. I would get my 20s, 24, 25, 29 on Mike. Mike don't get his 30, 32, 35. You make him mad 40. He never got 40 on me, but he did get 35, 36. I mean, he got some money. You know, I try to keep it down to 25, 26, his average. Anything over that, you know, right? So what happened was, we're in Chicago, and I had played against Mike 3 times head up. So KG had never seen me play against Mike.
Yeah.
So we're in the game, and I got about 24 going into the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Mike got about 18, 19.
Okay.
So I'm quiet. I always stay quiet when I play Mike. I didn't talk too much. I mean, if he talked to me, I was going to talk back, but he never talked crazy to me. We just played. But I never talked crazy to him at all, right?
Yeah, you knew better.
So we come out of the fourth quarter, KG like, man, keep going at his ass. Serve him. He can't guard you. He can't da-da-da with you. He can't mess with you. I was like, I was quiet. I'm looking at him like, just chill. Because Mike was literally right there.
And KG was hype. Like,
KG's super hype.
Yes.
You know, I'm super hype. So we vibe, right? But I'm like, chill. He's like, man, he looked at me like, man, he can't guard you. keep going at him. I'm like, man, chill. It's like, what? I was like, he's standing right here, buddy. And and KG was like, I don't care. Keep going at him.
Wow,
too strong for this dude, man. Too strong for him. I was like, wow. So Mike looked at KG, looked at me, looked at KG. I was like, Mike, he don't know the rules of the game, man. He's just a young puppy. You know what I mean? Mike was like, okay, you talking? You know what I mean? I said, man, he don't know the rules of the game.
Yeah.
And Mike looked at him again like, okay. Looked at me like, okay. I said, what you looking at me like that for, right? Went to the fourth quarter, man. That man got about 17 quick. Mad, looking at KG, looking at me, looking at KG.
Motivate him.
I said, look, I got to guard that man. Not you. You know what I mean? Mind you, KG was having a great game on Scotty. We both, KG had about 30, I had about 28.
Yeah.
I mean, we was getting it.
It's amazing.
But KG didn't understand that we don't talk to Mike like that.
No.
We can't have a trash talk video of the 1990s without mentioning Reggie Miller. He had some crazy battles with Michael Jordan, but also one of the most interesting stories to say when he was still a young player coming into the league and thinking that you can't talk trash to MJ. That also doesn't work, but he had to learn his lesson.
We were playing the Chicago Bulls, and this is Michael Jordan's third or fourth year in.
Okay.
And we were playing the next exhibition game in some obscure place. And most veterans do not like to play in exhibition games. They want to get to the real thing. I'm a wide-eyed, energetic rookie, and we're playing this exhibition game, and Michael's going through the motion. And Chuck Person, who's on my team, who's a trash talker as well, is like, can you believe Michael Jordan, the guy everyone's talking about, who's supposed to be able to walk on water, you're out here killing him, Reg. This is in the first half. He's like, you should be talking to him. He's like, you're right, Michael, who do you think you are? The great Michael Jordan? That's right, there's a new kid on town, right? Kind of looks at me and starts shaking his head. So at half, I have 10, and he has 4 points, right? And I'm doing all this talking. He's like, okay. Into the game in the second half, he ended up with 44, and I ended up with 12.
All right, you guys, that's it for today's video. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I hope to see you next time. Peace. I'm out. Hey, you guys, if you're active on Facebook, I can really recommend Open Court. As an NBA fan, you should find everything you need. If it's funny NBA videos, impressive highlights, or even NBA news, I check out Open Court every day.